Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Anife. For those of you that don't know me, for those of you that do, hello, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. For today's video, as I'm sure you could tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day look. I wanted to keep it very true to me with the like neutral eyes, but I just made them a little bit darker, a little bit sexier, and then I went with a classic red lip, which I never do, but I'm really actually loving. It is just so beautiful, so romantic, and I think it's such a cute date night look, especially with like these soft curls I have going on and everything. So if you want to figure out how I achieved this, then please keep watching. But before I get into the makeup, I just wanted to let you guys know where my necklaces are from. You guys ask about my jewelry all the time. These are from Filippo Loretti. They were sent to me. They are so beautiful, so shiny, and they're meant to last a really long time so that they don't turn green and they don't turn your skin green, which you guys know I hate when that happens. And I've just been loving them, so I thought I would share it with you guys. And now let's get to the makeup. Okay, so first I'm going to prep my skin. I want a really dewy, glowy base. So I'm going to go in with the LANEIGE Water Bank Moisturizer, or Moisture Cream. And I'm going to mix in a few drops of the Drunk Elephant Marula oil. I just like to mix the two on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to apply this little concoction all over my face. And that's just going to make my skin look extra dewy and glowy and hydrated and just ready for the rest of my makeup application. I'm actually going to pin back my hair because it's super annoying. And also I don't want to get dragged for having my hair in my face. That is a look. Okay, I hate this. Now I'm going to go in with some eye cream. This is the OLEHENRIKEN Banana Bright Eye Cream. And I'm just going to apply that under my eyes with my ring finger. I love this eye cream because it's specifically formulated to brighten the under eyes and work well with makeup to achieve a really bright under eye. I'm also just going to take a little bit of that and put it in my smile lines because they get intense. Now that everything's absorbed into the skin, I'm going to go in with primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. You already know I love this stuff. I really love this primer. It's so affordable and it makes my skin look amazing, just literally poreless. I also just really like the feeling of it. It feels like a cream. For foundation, I'm going to go in with my tried and true Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I always feel bad when I use this in videos because I feel like I'm always using this, but then it's my favorite foundation, so I don't want to reach for anything else when this is literally the only thing I want to wear. Okay, I'm almost out and I refuse to let any of this go to waste, so. Also, I got a comment saying not to fast forward as much, so I'm going to try to include more of me actually applying the makeup. Bear with me as I get used to it because I feel like usually I would just like apply the makeup and then talk over myself doing it, but now that I'm trying to be chatty and do it at the same time, I feel like exactly this. I just get caught up in the actual application process and then just stop talking. But I will try. Blend it onto the ear, clean off my earring, blend it down my neck. Oh God. Also, I got another comment asking me to be more chatty, so I'm also gonna try to be more chatty today. And I get it 100%. I also like tutorials that are more chatty and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, I have like 29 videos up and that's not a little amount, but I feel like I'm still pretty new to this, so I feel so awkward like sitting here and like talking to the camera about my day or whatever. But I will try because I love doing this and I just want to produce the best content that I can for you guys. Oh God, I love this foundation. Look at how full coverage. Look at how dewy I still look even though it's like a matte full coverage. I'm obsessed. Now I'm going to highlight and brighten using this concealer here. This is the DIOR Forever Skin Correct. It's a really long name. I'm just going to leave it in the description, but the color is 2N for those of you that were wondering. So I like to apply that under my eye and then bring it up and out towards my temples just to kind of snatch my face. I do love the color of this concealer, but I'm just going to pick up another concealer that's a little bit brighter so that I can brighten under my eyes a little bit and also highlight my nose. So I'm just going to take the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Nougatine, and I'm going to take a little bit in the inner corner here, out here, on my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose, and on the tip. You know what? Might as well do the chin while we're at it. And like I always say, we're gonna let that sit for a little bit, let it get tacky and full coverage. So I'm gonna take a little texting break and I will be right back. Just kidding, I had no texts. Anyway, I'm just gonna take a sponge and blend that all out. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm really gonna try and chat more and show you guys more of the application and blending process. Also, if anyone has constructive criticism and feedback like that, please feel free to leave it down below. I love reading your comments and learning how to improve my videos for you guys, so let me know. I also always like to take a brush like this to blend out the inner corner here instead of a sponge. I just like the precision better. I also just like to pat everything in. I don't know why. I don't even know if it makes a difference, but I like to do it. And then I'm also just going to use this to blend out my nose highlight. Moving on to contour, I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Tantour. As always, love this stuff. It's just so easy to work with and it's so blendable. What I like to do is take a brush and then dip it directly in here. And now I'm just gonna pat that into my skin and be very careful not to disturb the foundation underneath because I have a lot of acne scarring here, so we're just gonna pat and be very gentle. I also like to bring that up to the forehead. I feel like my forehead doesn't need that much contouring. It's pretty small, I think. I don't know. So I don't like to put too much product up here. And I always like to blend the contour up instead of down, and just to lift the face. God, I need to stop because I'm starting to annoy even myself now. And now if you find that you've gone a little overboard, you can just take your sponge and blend that out a little bit because it does still have some concealer on it, so it just marries everything together and it doesn't look too harsh. I'm gonna take the same brush, same product, and just run that along my jawline. Contour that a little bit, snatch my face, and I'm also gonna blend that down my neck. Contour is done. I'm going to come back to the nose contour later on. Lately I've been preferring to do that with powder. So first I'm gonna set my face and then I'm gonna come back to do the nose. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my face using the Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana. The one thing I dislike about this, I talked about it in my last video too, so sorry if it's repetitive, but I hate the packaging because usually like I'll use the lid to apply powder, so this is really annoying. That's the last time I'm going to mention that, I promise, hopefully. I'm going to take my sponge and just dip that in, and I'm just going to press that into the skin. I'm not using too much powder because I don't want it to be too matte. I still want that radiant look that I have going on right now. So I like to go under the eyes, in my smile lines, my chin, and my forehead. I'm also just gonna take whatever's left, which is not a lot at all, and a big round powder brush, and I'm just going to pat that into the skin just to kind of set the rest of the face. And this Makeup Revolution powder is amazing. It is so affordable and it makes my skin look airbrushed. Now I'm going to go in with a bronzer. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in the shade Tantric. And I'm just going over anywhere that I contoured earlier. Like I mentioned earlier, for nose contour, I'm just going to use a powder. So I'm just going to be using this bronzer here. And I'm just going to start at the tip of my nose. and on the sides here, but like still the tip. And now I'm just gonna draw the line going across here. And then with anything that's left over, I'm just gonna blend it up and into my eyebrow. I'm just gonna use a clean brush to blend that out. Now for blush, I'm gonna use this NARS palette here. This is the Overlust Cheek Palette, and I'm gonna take, oh my god. I almost dropped that, that would have been terrible. But I'm just gonna take that and mix these two colors here. One is like a peachy color, the other is a pink. And I'm just gonna apply that right here. My cheekbones and my temple. I really like these blushes. I find that they're really long wearing. And because blush is one of the first things to start fading, I really like that these last a bit longer. I'm also gonna use this color in the palette to highlight my nose. Now I'm gonna go in with some setting spray. This is the Charlotte Tilbury I almost said all-nighter. That's definitely not what it is. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I'm just gonna go in all over my face. While I do love this setting spray, it's actually amazing. It really will make your makeup transfer proof and long wearing and all that good stuff. I really wish it was in this packaging. Like, I just got so many like beads of setting spray on my face, whereas this provides a nice even mist. So can we please just, this should seriously be the only way setting sprays are sold. Now I'm just gonna take my sponge and pat everything in. Although I was ranting about the setting spray for so long that I feel like it's already dried down. Yep, pretty much. Now to highlight the rest of my face, I'm gonna use this Merit Beauty Highlighting Balm in the shade Cava. I like to warm it up on my finger and then just use my finger to apply it on my face. And I seriously love this stuff. It honestly just looks like such a beautiful glow from within. Did you see that? Okay guys, I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows, and I don't want to do that on camera because I feel like it's the same as always. I don't want to bore you guys, so I'm going to do that and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, brows are on. Now I'm going to move on to eyes. In my last video, the drugstore glam one, I used this Makeup Revolution palette here. I don't want to like bring it in frame because it messes with my lights, but I really loved this palette, so I'm going to be using this again today. I did like a glowy base, and now I want to do matte eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick up the shade Sweet Life on a blending brush, and I'm just going to start blending that into the crease. And I'm dragging that out a little bit. And I really want to make sure that the inner corner under the eyebrow is dark as well. This is a Morphe M573. I'm picking up the shade Favorite, and I'm just going to work that in the crease as well, but I'm not going to diffuse it out as much. I'm just going to focus it in the crease. Doing the same thing, we're going to pull it out a little bit out here. And this is such a beautiful palette. There has been no fallout so far, and the colors are so pigmented, so easy to blend, and it was so affordable. $20. And that's Canadian. Now with a smaller blending brush, I'm going to take the shade Thrill, and I'm going to work that in the outer corner and into the crease. Oh my god, my eye is watering. That's not good. I'm not picking up any extra product, just with whatever's left over, I'm going to blend this out. I'm actually going to take it and pick up a little bit of Favorite, just because I'm finding it a little bit harder to blend out here. There we go. Picking up this brush again with Thrill. I'm gonna just blend more into the outer corner. And then again, with that tapered brush and Favorite, I'm gonna blend that out. And then I'm going to take this first blending brush again with Sweet Life and blend everything out. I'm going to take a small detail brush and Favorite and just run that along the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take that same brush and Thrill and run that along the outer corner of my lower lash line and connect it to where I have Thrill on the top here. Taking more Favorite and just blending that out again. Okay, I think that's looking good. Now I'm going to cut the crease. I'm going to take a little bit of this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and what I do to get a really crisp line when I'm cutting my crease is I'll take the brush and apply some lash glue on it, and that'll harden it so that it's not feathered out. And then I just trim it using some scissors to make sure that the shape is perfect for cutting the crease. And then I'm going to stop right around here, and I'm going to pick up a flat brush and the shade So What, and I'm just going to start patting that onto my lid. And I'm trying to be really careful up here, but I will be back to clean it up a little bit anyway. Just going to take that brush and kind of blend the outer corner here. Like I mentioned, I'm going to try to clean it up, so I'm picking up some of Thrill again on a small detailed brush, and I'm just kind of darkening and also tracing along where I cut the crease. And blend. I'm going to pick up that small detailed brush again, and I'm going to blend that out. Now I'm going to take a brown eyeliner. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I had such high hopes for this because I have this in black and I love it, but for some reason the brown just is really hard to work with. I don't know if you can see what I mean, but I feel like the color just isn't coming out, and even when it does come out, the consistency is kind of like meh, but I'm determined to make this work. Also, I just picked this up like last week, so there's no way that it's already dried out. So now that I have the basic shape that I want, I'm just going to take Thrill on a detailed brush and blend that out. Now with the same eyeliner, I'm just going to do a flick in my inner corner. Now I'm going to take an angled liner brush like this one, and I'm picking up Thrill and just lining the inner corner here. And I'm also going to use that to blend out the lower liner here. Okay, now I'm going to catch up this eye and I will be right back. Okay, I caught up this eye, and while I was doing that, I just applied mascara as well because you guys don't need to see me do that. And I only applied mascara on my top lashes, not the bottom. I like the bottom to be kind of light. So I don't like to apply mascara down there. I just feel like it looks too dark. Now I'm just going to apply some lashes. These are from Amazon. I'm going to link them down below. And if you haven't watched my video on how to apply false lashes, then I strongly recommend checking that out. I share my hack with you guys that makes them just stick on so easily and so quickly. Ta-da! I want to do a really romantic look, you know, because it's Valentine's Day. And I feel like half lashes really just add that, like, flirty, like, you know. I don't know what I'm even saying, so I don't know how I expect you to know. But you know, like that. Like batting the lashes, but they're not too long and dramatic. They're just right. Now we're going to move on to lips. I want to do a beautiful, like, classic red lip. I never do a red lip. I feel like it doesn't really suit me, but for Valentine's Day, I thought it would be really cute. And also because I picked up this bad boy and I really wanted to talk to you guys about it a little bit. But before we get into that, I'm just going to line my lips. This is the KYLIE Cosmetics Mary Lip Liner. Now this is a much darker red than the lipstick I'm going to be using, but I always like to go in with a darker lip liner when I'm doing a nude, so why not do the same with a red lip? I just feel like it adds more dimension and makes my lips look poutier. Okay, time for this. This works really well. Don't get me wrong, it does exactly what it says it's going to. But my God, It is so hard to take off. The first time I tried it, I didn't have any like lip balm or anything on, and I'm not joking. I was scrubbing for a good half hour. My lips were chapped for like 3 days and it still would not come off. But now I've learned that you have to have lip balm underneath for easier removal. But look at this color, it's so beautiful. And I'm just using the applicator to kind of blend the liner and the lipstick together. I'm just gonna let that dry before going in with this glossy side. With the glossy side, you guys, oh, it really is so shiny. Look at this color, it is beautiful. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention, this is the NYX Shine Loud lip color in the shade Rebel and Red. My lips honestly look like a candy apple. I am obsessed with this. It's so shiny. Such a beautiful Valentine's Day look, in my humble opinion. And I'm not gonna do the whole like testing whether it's transfer proof with you guys. It is, I already know. I like how I said I'm not gonna do it and then I did, but I just thought I should. There is some pink on my finger. That's just from the lip liner. The lipstick has not budged. Anyways, this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this look. I hope you liked the video. I hope I was chattier than usual. I don't know if I was. I really was giving it my all at the beginning. I hope it was carried on throughout the rest of the video, but I'll see in editing how that went. Like I mentioned earlier, if you guys have any sort of feedback for me or any ways that I can improve my videos, please let me know down in the comments, or anything else you want to tell me, let me know down in the comments. I love chatting with you guys. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you liked this vibe, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!